It's 2025 and I just bought a Galaxy S20 FE for €100 on eBay. 5 years old, mid-range in its time, so I wanted to test it out and give you my honest thoughts. This isn't just a spec sheet rundown. I have actually been using this as my daily phone, and in this video I'll tell you what it's like to live with it in 2025. No hype, no sugarcoating. Before we talk about how it holds up today, let's go back a bit, because this phone actually had a moment. The S20 FE or Fan Edition came out in 2020. It was Samsung's way of giving people most of the flagship experience without the flagship price tag. The regular Galaxy S20 was over $1,000. It launched at around $699 and often went on sale. You still got the Snapdragon 865, a 120Hz AMOLED display, IP68 water resistant, wireless charging and decent cameras, all wrapped in a plastic bag and aluminium frame. It wasn't flashy and it wasn't trying to be. It felt like Samsung's finally listened to what people actually wanted, and for a lot of users this phone stuck around for years. Fast forward to 2025 and the design still holds up surprisingly well. You have got a matte plastic back, an aluminium frame and a display that still looks clean. It's not trying to compete with foldables or titanium builds, but it feels durable and balanced. This is a 6.5-inch Super AMOLED panel, 1080p, and it still looks great. The 120Hz refresh rate keeps everything smooth, whether you're scrolling Instagram or flipping through your app drawer. It's not the brightest display. In direct sunlight you might struggle a bit, but for indoors or shaded use the colors are vibrant, contrast is deep, and honestly it doesn't feel dated. It's not LTPO, no adaptive refresh rate magic, but for everyday use this is still a solid screen. Battery life is something I've been really happy with. On light use, messaging, music, YouTube, I get around 7 to 9 hours of screen on time. Moderate use with some multitasking or photo editing drops it to 5 to 7 hours. And when I'm gaming like with PUBG or Need for Speed, it's more like 4 to 5 hours. And yeah, it does get warm after a bit. Charging is quick enough. I use a 25-watt charger and it goes from 0 to 100 in about 1 hour and 10 minutes. That's not 2025 level fast, but it's more than reasonable for a phone this age. The main camera, 12 megapixels, still does well outdoors. The photos are sharp, colors pop like you would expect from Samsung, and it's totally good for Instagram or casual shooting. Low light is where you feel the age. Indoors or in dim lighting, the sensor struggles. Night mode can help. It actually pulls out some usable shot, but don't expect flagship performance. Portrait mode is okay. The edge detection isn't always accurate, but for casual shots it's fine. You'll notice flaws, but it's nothing tragic. Selfie cam, still good. I wouldn't shoot a YouTube video with it, but for selfies or video calls, it's solid. Just not on par with modern front cameras. What did surprise me is the video stabilization. I shot some handheld clips walking around and they came out smooth. Definitely usable. So it's got the Snapdragon 865 and 6 gigs of RAM, and here's the honest take. It still runs fine. For daily stuff like messaging, YouTube, social media, and even editing photos or using maps, it's smooth. I have had no weird slowdowns. Gaming, I have played PUBG and Need for Speed, and they are definitely playable. After about 30 to 40 minutes the phone gets warm and performance dips slightly, but not enough to ruin your experience. It's not built for heavy multitasking or intensive gaming anymore, but for casual use it gets the job done. Speakers are average. You get stereo sound, but it lacks the bass and richness that newer phones have. Loud enough for video and calls, just don't expect deep sound. The haptics, though I really like them, they feel sharp, responsive, and not mushy like most phones in this price range. Typing and navigation feel clean. Software-wise, it's running Android 13 and One UI 5.1, and it's still really smooth. Samsung's UI has matured a lot, but realistically this is probably the last update, so if you care about long-term software support, that's a limitation. So in 2025, would I recommend the Galaxy S20 FE? Honestly, yeah, but only if you know what you are buying. You are not getting new Android versions, it's not a camera champ, but for €100 you get a phone that's well built, still smooth, has a decent display, good battery, and just works. If you need a backup phone, something for your parents, or even just a budget daily driver, this thing still has life left in it. I didn't expect to like this phone as much as I did. It's not exciting in 2025, but it's dependable, and that's kind of rare at this price. If you're still using the S20 FE or thinking of buying one, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your experience. Like the video if it helped, and subscribe if you want more honest reviews that don't waste your time. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.